Hello and good afternoon. This is Updates at Noon. I'm Brendan Lepal. Making the headlines today. Claims of dirty cops cartel unverifiable. Prime Minister Datuk Seri Semasa will begin his two-day working visit to Cambodia today. The visit is seen as an effort to further strengthen the 65-year bilateral ties between Malaysia and Cambodia. The maiden visit by Datuk Seri Semasa is upon the invitation of his counterpart, Cambodia's Prime Minister Hun Sen. Datuk Seri Semasa will kick off his official visit by attending a dinner with Keluarga Malaysia in Cambodia and also meet the Malaysian business community. The Premier's official visit is much awaited by the Malaysian business community as it will further enhance bilateral ties between both countries, especially in trade and investment in the young and booming economy. On the second day, the Malaysian Prime Minister will pay a visit to the country's independent monument for a wreath-laying ceremony. According to Malaysia's ambassador to Cambodia, Eldin Hussaini Muhammad Hashim, Datuk Seri Ismail Sabri will be given an official welcoming ceremony at the Peace Palace, Phnom Penh, after his visit at the country's independent monument. Later on, both leaders are expected to have a four-eyed meeting to discuss on several issues involving bilateral ties between both countries, including trading and investment, commodities, as well as regional issues. The Prime Minister will also pay a courtesy call to His Majesty Norodom Sihamoni, the King of Cambodia, at the Royal Palace before departing for Bangkok, Thailand. The Congress of Unions of Employees in the Public and Civil Service QPEX has once again proposed 1,800 ringgit as the new minimum wage for the public sector, up from the current 1,200 ringgit a month. Its president, Dr. Adnan Mat, said it had previously proposed the amount to the Prime Minister because the quantum was reasonable for the government to evaluate. In a statement, Dato' Adnan said the figure is reasonable and in line with the government's target to achieve high-income nation status by 2025 under the 12 Malaysia Plan, 12 MP. He added the target under the 12 MP will certainly not be achieved if the minimum wage is not changed. Dato' Adnan said the government had said that the salaries of civil servants will be reviewed every 10 years and the last time the remuneration system was revised was in 2002. He added the new remuneration system should be able to meet the needs of civil servants to receive a comfortable salary which commensurate with the cost of living. Incentives and aid programs for cultural art practitioners will be continued this year. Now, these programs aim to enable the continuation of cultural activities and maintain practitioners' income. Minister of Tourism, Arts and Culture, Datuk Seri Nancy Shukri, said the incentives will be offered in the form of financial assistance, training, advice and promotions through the National Department for Culture and Arts, JKKN.
Insentif seni JKKN yang telah dimanfaatkan oleh 58 NGO. Manakala sebanyak 9 penggunaan ruang di kompleks JKKN secara kerjasama strategik di mana pengecualian bayaran sewaan diberikan kepada NGO berkenaan. Jadi puan dan tuan-tuan, kita juga program bantuan kepada NGO ini diteruskan tahun ini dengan menggunakan peruntukan sedia ada JKKN dan insentif seni keuangan ini dibuka sebanyak 3 kali mulai penghujung Februari, Jun dan juga September selama 2 minggu.
She said this during a media conference for Majlis Serlahan Seni Budaya JKKN in Kuala Lumpur. The Enforcement Agency Integrity Commission, EAIC, said it could not confirm the existence of a cartel in the Royal Malaysia Police, PDRM, that Tan Sri Abdul Hamid Bador claimed last year before retiring. His chairman, Tan Sri Muhammad Siddiq Hassan, said the conclusion was based on the findings of the Commission's investigation of witness testimonies and documents obtained. Explaining further, Tan Sri Muhammad Siddiq said investigation of the claims made by Tan Sri Abdul Hamid is considered completed. He also said the Commission's findings have been submitted to Chief Secretary to the Government, Tan Sri Muhammad Zuki Ali. Tan Sri Muhammad Siddiq, in explaining the matter, said the Commission found support for allegations that some police officers were involved with criminal syndicates, based on witness testimonies and documents obtained by EAIC. However, claims by former IGP Tan Sri Abdul Hamid that there were cartels manipulating police promotions and conspiring to undermine the force could not be supported, as he would have had to approve any promotions, as he had been its most senior official. Testimonies obtained by the EAIC showed that the appointment, promotions and transfer mechanism practiced by the police force and the Police Force Commission, SPP, involved a detailed process with several layers that were hard to breach or manipulated by outside parties. In addition, Tan Sri Muhammad Siddiq said the Inspector General of Police is a permanent member of the SPP, and any suggestions regarding appointments, promotions and transfers of senior police officers required his approval. The Health Ministry, MOH, has detected 4 beauty centres in 3 states using medical equipment and drugs suspected for aesthetic treatment that can only be used by medical practitioners registered with the Malaysian Medical Council. Now, 2 of those located in Kuala Lumpur and 1 each in Selangor and Pulau Pinang. Director General Tan Sri Dr. Nur Hisham Abdullah said the integrated enforcement together with the Immigration Department was carried out on the premises. He added MOH, through the Private Medical Practice Control Section under the Medical Practice Division, acted through information channeled by the Immigration Department on the matter. Preliminary investigation by the Health Ministry found that the premises offer aesthetic treatment that can only be provided at health facilities registered with or licensed by the Ministry. The Health DG advised members of the public to seek aesthetic treatment at private healthcare facilities and services registered or licensed under the MOH to ensure safe and quality services. The Kelantan State Health Department will carry out a thorough investigation into the death of a 2-month-old baby boy at the Raja Perempuan Zainab II Hospital last Friday. Its director, Dr. Zaini Hussein, said the investigation will include all parties involved in the treatment of the infant. A preliminary investigation conducted found that the baby was admitted to the hospital on 5th February for severe diarrhea before developing various complications. It is reported that the management of the hospital had met with the family of the baby, who claimed that the negligence by the hospital staff in their treatment resulted in the death of the infant on 18th February. HRPZ2 Director, Dr. Silasawati Ghazali, said that the hospital had conducted an investigation involving doctors and nurses who were responsible for treating the baby, following a Facebook video posted by Ola Ola, who claimed that the hospital's negligence had led to the death of a 2-month-old baby. In the video, which garnered more than 60,000 views, Ola Ola claimed that the baby was forced to fast for 5 days apart from being given milk past the expiration date and administered sleeping pills without her permission. The Malaysian Anti-Corruption Commission, MACC, detailed the company director yesterday to facilitate investigation into a 2 million ringgit bribery case in 2016 and 2017. Now, the suspect is believed to have bribed officials of Kereta Api Tanah Melayu Berhad, KTMB, as an inducement to help his company secure railroad construction and port development contracts in the Songkhla region in Thailand. The 63-year-old man was detained at the MACC office in Kuala Lumpur at 3:10 p.m. when he was there to give his statement. According to a source, MACC has conducted a search in the man's office and identified witnesses involved in the case, as well as obtained a statement from the suspect on witnesses' involvement. Kedah MACC Director Datuk Shaharum Nizam Abdul Manap confirmed the arrest, adding that the case is being investigated under Section 17, subsection A of the MACC Act 2009. With that, we end today's updates at noon. In our top story, claims of dirty cops cartel unverifiable. Tune in to News at 10 coming up at 10 p.m. on My Freeview, Salaran Berita RTM channel 123. Now here is a video footage of a laser light show at the opening ceremony of Dubai's Museum of the Future. A 7-story hollow silver ellipse decorated with Arabic calligraphy with quotes from Dubai's ruler. Till then, thank you for watching. I'm Brenda Paul. Have a pleasant day.